Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are not, thank you so much for being here. So my name is Karen and today we are talking about single parenting and depression. Now, if double parenting can be a challenge adventure, you can just imagine how much more it is for a single parent. My journey has been, I started single parenting 8 years ago. As you all know, probably if you don't know and you're new here, I live with my niece. I have been living with her for the past 8 years, and it's not something that I had planned. It's not something that I had wanted. That was not my plan. And I can imagine more so even for all of you who have found yourself in that situation. Not all of you. Many of you probably are in that situation where it's not something that you have envisioned. You can become a single parent either by death of a spouse or maybe divorce, and you find yourself in that situation where you have to do it alone. And there are challenges that comes with single parenting. You can imagine if there are challenges in double, what about a single parent, be it a dad, be it a mom? So today we are looking at the challenges that I have experienced and the challenges that you can be able to relate, and just some of the ways that we can be able to navigate through that. So let's get right into the video. Uno, like single parenting can be emotionally draining because you're the only parent who is supposed to deal with everything. And let me tell you, if things turn out bad, you're to blame, for lack of a better word. If they turn out good, you take the credit. But you guys, it can be emotionally draining, thinking about the school they need to go, thinking about just their well-being, their welfare, and the fact that you cannot be able to consult the other parent. Like, you make all the decisions, and that sometimes you just need someone to ask, like, what do you do in this case? And constantly being called like yo, like, you know, mom, dad. For me, it's Aunt Karen. So even when we meet outside there, like, there are people who would refer to me as Aunt Karen because that is what my niece calls me every time. And at times you just don't want to hear a single word. There are times I've gotten into the house and I just want to be alone. There are times you just like don't want to think about anything. The other challenge that I have found, this one, is financial strain, because everything requires money and your children can be very expensive. Like, children are, not can be. It's not that they choose, can I be expensive, can I not be expensive? No, children are expensive. Like, you need to buy clothes, you need to buy food, you need to pay for school fees, you need to do all that. And there are times when I'm alone, there are times of course I know that this is not good. Like, I can decide today I'm not eating this, or maybe today I'm not even eating at all. But now when you have someone else to think about, you can't do that, and you have to pay things, like you have to pay school fees, you have to pay rent, because you'll be kicked out. So that one. And this one is more so when there's no support. Like, it's one thing to co-parent, it's another thing to do it all by yourself. So when there's no support, it can be tough. And when the days, especially for the days when you're running low on your finances, and then you're thinking, now for me who is doing guardianship, okay, it's not legal yet, but just guardianship, and it's tempting to think, let me not even put it out here. Because so the other challenge is when you want to spend time alone, or when you want to be free, you know, like in a two-parent household, one spouse can tell the other, can you watch the kid as I do this and this? You don't have that luxury, especially when the children are young, like they're dependent on you. Better if you can afford help, but if you're just alone on your own, gosh, just brace yourself to just do things by yourself and all. You know, you're the alpha, you're not the alpha and omega, but you know what I mean. So it can be very tough, it can be very draining. You find yourself just saying, no, I cannot be able to come for this, oh, I cannot be able to do this, and people be like, why? But you know the reason. So that one, Did I struggle with that? The good thing is I found help, and I also started training Sivan when she was very young to even stay alone, because there are times when you need to go out, there are times when you have to attend to something, and you can't carry them everywhere. You cannot carry them everywhere. What I have found myself doing as I'm going through the challenges is that I have found myself empathizing with even parents who are too. Yeah, parents are too. Even people who are parenting as father and mother. Like, if you need someone to babysit, can I please come and do that? Like, I'm willing to come and do that, because I know how much of help, how much of a relief it can be. Like, can I just go out and leave my children with you, that they'll be in good hands? And that, like, it can be very, very, very relaxing. So there are times when I have traveled myself for work, or maybe when I have traveled because I need to take an off, and my friends have come through for me. Not just parents, but also single parents. Because at times we feel like if someone has a child, then they'll be able to understand. But you can seek help from anyone. I have asked my single friends to babysit my niece for me when I've gone out for travel or maybe for work, and they've done that gladly. So if you have trustworthy friends, people that you can be able to call and tell them, I would want this weekend off, please, can you be able to do that for me? And I find that it's easier for you to empathize with someone when you've gone through that same situation. It's very, very much easier. The other challenge that single parents may encounter is carrying a lot of guilt with them. They call it mom guilt, but they could also be dad guilt. Like, am I spending much time with them? Am I giving them what they require? Like, are they getting all the love and attention that they need? For example, if you are a single mom, if you're a single dad, you'd want your child to experience love from the other parent. But maybe you're in a situation, the other parent probably died, the other parent doesn't just want to be in their children's life. What do? You may feel like, is my child missing out? But then what can you do? You're just trying to do what you can do so that you can you can't be two, you're only one. And it's okay. So when you're feeling that mom guilt, now what do you do as a single parent? Number one thing is realize, acknowledge the feelings that you have. Like, people get tired. We get tired as single parents. We get tired of nurturing. We get tired of running the household. We get tired of running even our own projects. All of this is a project. We get tired of that. So acknowledge that it's okay and seek help. Seek help when when you need it, please ask for help. Ask from your trusted friends, can you babysit? Ask from your trusted friends, can we talk? Find support groups that you can be able to talk about, like, this is what I'm going through, this is what my child is going through, what is happening, like, is this normal, is this okay? Like, just hug each other, like, okay, not really hug, but just find a support group where people are going through the same thing and where people have navigated the same challenges. It can make it easier. I don't want to say that it will make it it can make it easier. Easier is a better, it can make it'll make the journey more manageable, So find support, and if need be, see a counselor or see a therapist, because you cannot be able to take care of someone if you are not well. And I come to another point. Go out. Go away. Find things that bring you joy. Like, parenting through the week can be, maybe it could drain, it has drained you. Find something else that you can be able to do. Go out, take a walk, read a book, something that will just take your mind off parenting and just like rejuvenate you. Rejuvenize your energy, so that when you come back, you're able to do it in a better way. And can I say this? Just be gentle with yourself. You're doing a great job. You're doing a good job. And probably, fingers crossed, that those children will be able to thank you for what you're doing, when eternity comes. And God will never forget you. Like, God will provide everything that you need. So the journey may be stressful. The journey may be challenging. But at the end, I pray and I believe so that it can also be a rewarding journey. So know what you're going through, acknowledge your feelings, seek help from support groups, like find out what other people are going through and go out, refresh your mind. Parenting is not all that we can do. We can also do other things. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. If you liked it, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment down below some of the challenges that probably you are finding along the way, some of the challenges that you're encountering. Be it from a double parent or a single parent, please feel free. And also share my video, please.